Well, it's a beautiful day right here, and we are reaching you live and direct from the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. And this is one of your favorite programs, The Review. And of course, we want to talk about the contract that has been awarded to a particular company, talking about the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. As a matter of fact, the former president, vice president, not a president, I'm talking about the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the just concluded 2023 elections, talking about His Excellency Atiku Abubakar, who has raised an eyebrow concerning that contract that has been awarded. My name is Ramsey Enoch, and this is The Review. And joining me on The Review this morning is Tanko Nafiu Mohammed. It's good to have you on the program this morning.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Well, let's talk about this. I don't know why Atiku's reaction is generating more reactions coming from the Minister of Works. He's the Minister of Works. So any contract that has been awarded as it has to do with road especially, he should know something about it. And he has faulted the statement and the reaction of Atiku Abubakar. What do you think? Is that a mere statement coming from an opposition, or you want to say Atiku has the right to say what he said and the reaction?
Okay, thank you very much. Looking at it from a citizen's point of view, a Nigerian point of view, I would say he has the right to express himself based on what our democracy states. But also, if I look at it to the political angle, I would say is something our politicians always want to look at, or they always make such statements in order to distract the activities of the incumbent government. So for me, it's a dicey situation, or it's a dicey way. I would say Atiku has the right to express himself. And looking at the political angle, Atiku is just trying to say such in order to favor his own side, in order to see the inappropriate act of the incumbent government.
But remember, this is not Atiku alone, because in the papers today, especially the Matrix, the papers today, in one of the papers, it's been said that Labour Party, PDP, Afenifere are all kicking against Umahi's statement. This is not all about Atiku anymore. Are you also trying to say the Labour Party and Afenifere are also being political? If you want to say Atiku is saying this because he's an opposition, or probably because he lost in 2023.
Okay. What is Labour Party made of? Labour Party is a subsection of PDP.
Are you serious?
Afenifere is although they are a group on their own, but if you look at it critically, 80% of the members of Afenifere, they are PDP. So if for my own thinking, I think they are just speaking as a group under the umbrella of PDP.
So that's the reason they are supporting.
Yes.
They are kicking against the statement coming from Umahi.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about contracts in Nigeria generally. Is it proper? Okay. What do you think having the son of a president as a board member in a contract that is being awarded by a minister of works who is also part of the now administration? Do you see anything wrong with that?
For me, I don't see anything wrong with that. Sheyi is a Nigerian and is entitled to bid for a contract. If you look at the Public Procurement Act 2007, it states that you should comply with the requirements of such organization, like either ministry, parastatus. You should comply. It did not say you should not give a contract to your son or your daughter. You should give contract to someone or an individual or a group that meets up with the requirements for the invitation. So,
okay. Let me ask you this question now. Do you know that contracts in Nigeria, a lot of contractors don't carry out contracts effectively because there is no supervision? How much more when the son of a sitting president is a board member? Before now, Umahi said it when he came into office. The minister of FCT said the same thing when they came into office, and there was a follow-up. Meaning there is this syndrome in Nigeria as far as corruption is concerned, that contracts are being awarded and there is no supervision and there is no accomplishments. These contracts are not being done. How much more when the son of a president is a board member of a particular company to whom a contract is being awarded? How do you justify non accomplishment or non-completion of contracts in Nigeria? How do you justify that?
Okay, so for me, I think if there is a proper accountability under the incumbent government, for me, if the leader, our president, His Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu, want to follow the due process, trust me, there's not going to be something like my son is the board member of the person we awarded a contract to. If you want to follow the due process, trust me, all those inappropriate way of handling contracts in Nigeria will stop. And I feel it's going to be a pace or a set pace for him to write his name in the books of Nigeria if he can go according to the way it should be based on what our constitution states.
All right, we're trying to round up already. Tanko, let me remind you of this. But will you agree with me that contracts in Nigeria is not executed? If you want to look at contracts in Nigeria, about 70% of contracts awarded in Nigeria are not being executed. Why?
Okay.
Especially the past administration. This is a continuation of APC government. The past administration of APC, we had a lot of lacuna, a lot of loopholes, okay, a lot of gaps that were not covered as it has to do with contract awarding. To whom will you fault that, and why do we have that? Taking into cognizance what is happening right now, because you made a statement that if Tinubu want to write his name, okay, in the books of time, he will do something different. But this is APC and this is another APC that just passed. How can you justify this?
Okay. For me, I think we have different individuals. Buhari is different from His Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu. For looking at it, the way we award contract in Nigeria will follow emotions. And let me just give an instance. You are my brother. Let me award a contract to you, and for you to make something, at least to ease the stress in the country. But if we can follow due process without attaching emotion in awarding contract in Nigeria, trust me, we'll go a long way. If I say emotions, you are my brother. If I see you are not competent to take up, maybe construct a road from Kaduna, from Abuja to, let's say, Suleja. If I see you are not competent, I'm not going to give you the deal.
Are you sure this is feasible in Nigeria? You can see I think you're now knowing why Atiku is coming out to fault giving that contract to the company. I think you are now understanding what Atiku is trying to say. Meaning emotions play out most times in Nigeria contract. Okay, so how would you rate the past administration? It was APC, and this is APC. As far as contract execution, because you talked about emotion, that's why I'm asking that question.
Okay, for me, looking at the expectation of Buhari when we elected him in 2015, and as at now, in fact, we had, let me just put it this way, 200% expectation for Buhari to deliver. But he brought us so low to, let me just say, 10%.
10%? Well, that's so poor.
He brought us so low to, let's say, 10%. Poor. So if you look at the award execution, I said if we can put the emotion aside, a friend of mine, his father was a one-time governor.
Yeah.
So the father gave him an award. I awarded a contract to him. And the father made a statement. I don't want to call the name. The father made a statement. I'm giving you not because you are my son. I'm giving you for you to develop the country Nigeria. If you fault in this contract, trust me, he swear with the God Almighty, I'm going to lock you.
Well, that could be emotion. A father is a father anytime, any day.
A father is a father, but like a father is a father. But if you have a father that has a strong mind, a father that doesn't attach emotion, like me, if I give a family member a contract and you fault, I don't know you.
Okay, we're rounding up. This is going to be the size of this morning's review. You already said Buhari's administration disappointed Nigerians. That is APC, and now APC is still driving us, okay, towards this direction where we are right now. I wouldn't want to ask you about the present administration. I wouldn't want you to assess them now, but from what you've said, you are saying that the past APC government have disappointed Nigerians. But then this APC, they could be different as a matter of fact, but we can't say for now. Thank you very much, Tanko, for coming around on the program today.
My pleasure.
All right, this is going to be the size of the review for this morning as it is right now. We know that, well, contracts in Nigeria is being awarded based on emotions. And that's the reason there is no supervision and there is no accomplishment in most of the contracts that is being awarded. So, in a way, Atiku is not so wrong saying this contract is not supposed to be awarded to somebody to whom there is an attachment or emotions. Thank you very much. My name is Ramsey Enoch. Bye-bye for now. We'll come on your way again same time, same station tomorrow. Have a beautiful day.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleke TV, rising star at the fairground.